to another episode of It's Those Guys Game Reviews. I am Nick Silviano. Pose.
Okay.
And I am joined by...
Al Snow. I wish I was him, but name is Connor Jagger.
Al Snow, really?
I couldn't think of anything else.
Out of all the characters, you'd be Al Snow. I don't...
Well, it's the one anyone hears about the no one's going to remember that name.
Everybody knows Al Snow, but it's just that...
It's just off the top of my head.
Anyway, today's game we're reviewing is... Tales of... Graces! F for the... for the... for the PS3. That's it.
Yeah, it's actually a PlayStation exclusive game.
The F stands for fuck you Nintendo fans because it was actually a Wii game first before it came over here.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to bring it. But luckily for us, Namco and their infinite niceness or whatever, if you want to call it that, decided, hey, we'll bring over the game in glorious HD for PS3. So anyway, what do you think?
I say it's about damn time another Tales game came to America.
It is kind of nice to actually play through like a JRPG, because like the past, I don't know, how long it's been, we've been playing like games like Dragon Age and Skyrim, all these Western RPGs, which is okay, but you know, sometimes it's nice to go to the classic JRPG style with badly animated characters and stop doing that.
Just testing out the fluctuality of the camera.
And you threw me off what I was going to say.
The fluctuality of the camera.
So anyway, basically, you know, the Tales story, the game opens up with the, you know, the J-pop song about the power of friendship and everything like that.
Really,
so,
that's what it was? I couldn't understand.
Pretty much, it's like a J-pop song, you know, pretty much the theme of the game is friendship, you know, like most of these JRPGs and Tales games, obviously. And you know, at the beginning of the game, when they all write their names, I'm like, oh, we're gonna write our names.
You know damn well that's gonna go out the window.
You just really stepped over my point right there. Thanks a lot.
Well, that's the point. There's your point, right there.
So yeah, but you know the time when they like carve their names in the tree and they're like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever. You know, at some point in the game, they're all gonna try to kill each other. But anyway, so you know you got your basic Tales, your Tales fighting system. You know what's it called again? I don't want to use freeform because I got yelled at for that one time. But the game actually does away with TP this time.
Toilet paper?
Tech points, you jackass. It's like their version of MP that you usually get in the Tales games. Now you have SP, and what happens is you have a limit on how many hits you can get before you reach 0, and when you reach 0, you can still hit, but you're not going to be able to string combos and like that. The best way to build it back up is to either move around or block. And of course, now the battle system gives you a nice, handy little dodge system, which comes in really great this time. I actually like this one.
Kind of like Star Ocean, where it's like the blind side, but not the blind side.
Yeah, you can actually like swing behind them, and there's even ways you can like dash, and you can like bounce projectiles off you and stuff like that. It's kind of neat.
Like I said, it's about damn time since the Tales game came out.
So the battle system is actually pretty decent.
They removed the MP, which is sort of convenient, but sadly you can't use healing items.
I mean,
magic
when you first start the game, the battle system seems kind of nerfed from other Tales games. You're like,
yeah,
what the...
You start the game, the battle is just like, bleh.
But after like the first hour or two and you get into like the real bulk of the game, it opens up more options for you to fight, and it gets much better, and you learn some really neat things. And the game has like a title system, and you equip these titles.
It's the biggest tile system I've ever seen. You
equip these tiles and you get more moves. A lot of other games to try that. What's another game? There's a game I was thinking of that did that. Kind of close to like Final Fantasy 12, maybe.
No,
I mean, you don't know. You play the game like 80 times.
Yeah, and I killed the disc because of it. Yeah. That was a license point system.
Kind of works like the license point system, and you build it up. There's 5 levels to each one, and when you eventually master it, you have all the moves and tech because it gives you like bonuses and health and stuff like that.
Even I've only mastered like 3, 4 titles. Do you actually get to keep the things you learn off of after you master it?
Yes, after you learn them all. Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't know if it's permanent.
I don't know if they stay, because once you learn them, like, it helps you, like, you know, vitality.
I assume they do, because you learn the arts, so
Yeah, and when you learn the arts, those stay with you too. But I think you have to actually get it when you have it equipped first. You have it, but if you take it off before it finishes, before the gauge fills up, whatever, you lose it. But once it goes there permanently, once you have it there permanently, it stays. I should know this because like when I learned one of the tech is Asbel's Tech Arts. Asbel's like the main character of the game. Really weird name and a.
What would you say? It's a Tales game. Tales of Vesperia
yeah, they got some weird
Yuri.
games. Tales
of Dawn of the New World had Emil.
Well, my all-time favorite character is always gonna be Lloyd. I think he had like the best fighting style out of all of them.
And the character in Tales of Rebirth has a really weird name.
Yeah, Rebirth we haven't played yet.
Japan can keep that one.
I guess.
Judging by what I've heard about it, they can keep that.
But so basically, when you get these titles, it comes out pretty good. You learn more stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, because when I removed a title, after I learned the move, it stayed there. So I get to use it during.
So yeah, it's probably safe to assume that you do get to keep the status boost.
And you get like the tech moves that.
I always find myself going into more and more random battles just because I want to build it up.
It's really good to build SP because even if you're like. You're seeing characters and you're like, well, you're seeing enemies like, well, I'm gonna fight them. They're too low. I'm gonna get enough experience. SP is actually pretty good because you need it to learn these more things, and it really helps.
And the higher the difficulty, the more SP you get, I believe.
Exactly. So
which basically means I cannot play this game on. This is a game I can't play on easy if I want to learn to get.
So when you like on the side of the gauge, when you get an Elif jar, whatever it's called, I forgot the name of it.
Elif mixer.
Elif mixer. When you build it up, if it builds up to the blue. You or your characters can do the Elif Burst move, which is basically the big giant like combo move. If the red goes, if you get the red, then it's your enemy, which usually only used by bosses anyway. It's your enemy gets to do it, and if that happens,
good fucking luck coming back from that one.
Try to get out of the way. I mean, he's gonna hit somebody, and better he hit another character than the one you're controlling. Another thing that kind of it bugged me about the game at first, but it fixed itself later on. When you first play the game, you only get two battle. Ways you can battle. You have auto and semi-auto.
You have to buy a manual. You
don't have to buy it. You can actually find it somewhere. And when you get the manual. All-American manual. You can finally get the manual settings so you can like set your character manual. And of course, you can actually play up to 4 players. So if you and a couple of friends get together and say, hey, let's play this RPG.
Not that anybody would, but by chance or all.
But yeah, anyway, and like that. The other thing that really bugged me about this game is it still has downloadable content or add-on content. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming costumes.
Probably.
But I don't know. I don't think it adds to the story or anything. But I haven't found any information, and I'm not looking because the hell do I need more costumes for? Like the old Tales games, they always had alternate costumes, but you unlock them by fulfilling certain conditions in the game. And these days in gaming, you just buy them. So basically, I would say go ahead and check out this game. It's pretty good. It falls in line with the rest of the Tales games if you like the Tales series, which hasn't really strayed too much from its core origins like, Final Fantasy.
It's only a matter of time.
But you still get a decent game, decent battle system. I'm going to say somewhat predictable story. You can already tell what's going to happen within the first hour of the game. Like, well, I know where this is going. But whatever, you get to meet your new characters, you get to have your little scenes where sometimes you're like, that got me right here.
What?
Feeling,
I
forgot you have no heart. Anyway, so I will go ahead and give this game a 6 out of 7.
6 out of 7.
Alright, so I would say definitely go ahead and pick up this game. It's very interesting. And we'll see you next time. And remember, be excellent to each other.